Okay, so in this video we're gonna talk about the stubborn fat solution. Okay, are you excited? Let's get started. Hey everyone, I hope you're doing great. I hope you're having a great day. So in this video, as I said, we're gonna talk about the stubborn fat solution, how to actually get rid of the stubborn fat. And in case you don't know me, are you living under a rock? No, I'm just kidding. So my name is Sharo, and I'm like a fat loss expert and a fitness coach, and I'm like so good at this, it's like ridiculous. And I started this YouTube channel to help people out for free, okay? And if you love my advice and stuff, you can even become a client yourself. More on that later. Anyway, so let's talk about the stubborn fat, okay? So in other videos, I've talked about myself, like how I was like this huge fitness nerd, and I was basically just studying and reading and having all these studies and all this knowledge. I had all this knowledge, but I was still fat, okay? It was so awkward and weird. I was like, I had accumulated a following. I would share my findings with the people, and I was still fat, and it was so embarrassing. I was like, dude, you have all this knowledge. Why are you still fat? And at my lowest, I hit like 211 on the scale. I looked at the scale and I was shocked at what I was seeing, okay? And then I started losing the fat, started losing the weight. I was like, okay, you gotta get serious, start training, started eating right. And the first pounds were easy, okay? I hit like the 190s pretty easily. After 3 months, I lost like the 20 pounds. And then I hit the my next goal was the 170s. Right now I'm in the 160s. Okay, so I hit 170s, but I still had this last layer of fat. It was like this stubborn fat in my belly, the love handles, and it was actually covering my six-pack. I only had like two-pack. Not the wrapper, but actually like two, the highest abdomens, and I couldn't get the other four to show up, okay? So I was stuck there for like a year or two until I figured it out. And so the huge, like I got to 170s by fasting. At that point, like I was just fasting. It was easier to like eat less because your window is smaller, right? So I was fasting, and then I stuck at 170s as I said, and fasting was not working, right? So I tried keto, and that didn't work. I lost like 2 pounds, and then I gained them back. And then I tried fasting again, but instead of 16/8, I did like 24, and that didn't work. And then I did alternate day fasting. That didn't work. At some point, I even tried like some weird fat burners. They kind of worked, but as soon as I stopped them, I gained the weight right back. Okay, total honesty here. And then I tried everything, okay? I tried every diet, I tried every workout, I tried every fat burner, even like some gray area fat burners. Nothing seemed to be working. And then I thought of like probably I can't do it, right? I'm a loser. I'm like, maybe my genetics are not there. Maybe I don't know, maybe I made all these excuses and this weird story in my head that I just can't do it, okay? And then I actually had a friend who got ripped, and I was like, how did you do it? And he said, dude, I just got coached by this guy. And I was like, that's so weird. Like, I'm trying for years and I'm failing. And this guy tried for like 6 months, and he got more ripped than me. I was like, okay, I gotta drop my ego, I gotta go to this guy, and I went to this guy and he coached me, okay? And he wasn't like a big shot, he was just a normal coach, a normal dude, like you and me. He wasn't like a celebrity, right? He was just in his gym, doing his thing. And I went to him, and he basically, he was all about like old traditional bodybuilding, which means like chicken and rice every single meal. I did that, and I didn't lose the weight, okay? And I followed his coaching. And after like a month of not working, this way of not working, I went to him. I was like, okay, clearly the chicken broccoli is not working. Let's try something else. He was like, are you stupid? I was like, why? Like, you don't quit when something doesn't work. You find out why it's not working. You fix that, and then it's working. I was like, huh, okay. It's like, think about a car. Okay, you bought this brand new car, stops working. Okay, what do? You throw the car away and buy a new one? No, just take it to a mechanic, he'll check it out. Oh, it needs this, and now it's working. It's like, that's so weird. So he was like, okay, let's see, you're eating like these portions, let's make the portions smaller. I was like, come on, that won't work, right? But it actually worked. And it was like the first time I actually managed to lean down, okay? And for a long time, I thought that the solution is chicken, broccoli, and rice, right? Then I started coaching people, and people were coming to me and was like, dude, I lost 20 pounds, but I can't lose that last layer of fat, like the stubborn fat. I've tried everything, blah, blah, blah. I was like, how did you lose the actually 20 pounds? He was like, they were like, okay, I did these things. And now what do you do? Like these things that have nothing to do with these things. And I was like, dude, that's stupid. Why would you ditch something that was working to try something entirely new? Like, that's dumb, isn't it? And they were like, yeah, I guess so. And I would actually diagnose their situation, like what they're doing, what they're not doing. I would fix the little things that they're doing wrong, and they would keep on losing weight, right? And that's a huge revelation. Like, you don't just switch the way, the method that you're losing fat. If you've lost fat in the past, let's say you've lost 20 pounds, okay? That way is clearly working. It got you to lose those 20 pounds. Well, the rest 10 pounds, you gotta do this way, but even better, okay? You don't ditch this way to grab a new way, a new method, a new diet. That was a huge revelation, like my mind was blown, okay? And now looking back, yes, each time something isn't working, okay, as long as you like have evidence that this is like a way that works, okay, you just have to do it a little bit better. So what actually made me to stay lean, stay fit, and have my six-pack year-round and build muscle, and how I managed to like coach all these people without exception. Like my success rate is actually 100% if you factor in people that actually follow my advice, okay? If you like become a client, a student of mine, and you quit halfway through, then of course, like, it's your fault, right? But if you come to me and we fix problems, even though like the problems could be, I can't follow this, I'm getting too hungry, right? These things are getting fixed. You can actually fix them. So if the student doesn't quit, the success rate of me is like 100%. Why? Well, because it's not about just doing a method and doing a new method. It's about doing the same thing but better, okay? Think about it this way. Like, let's say you get like 100 people to do an audition for a movie role. Okay, so these 100 people get the exact same script, right? But one gets the role. Why? Because he does it better than everybody else. So it's the same exact thing here, guys. The big takeaway is, if you've lost some weight and you're stuck now at the stubborn belly fat, you have to realize that at some point you did something that was actually working. So you have to do it again, but better. Figure out why this is not working and fix it. And I know it's hard, right? It's hard. It might take you a week or a month or even a year or even 10 years to fix it and find out why this way stopped working for you, and fix it. But that's the only way, okay? Even if you like drop this way and pick up a new way, this new way has its own pros and cons. Let's say you did keto and now you're doing fasting, okay? Each way has its pros and cons. I like to compare it with like a deadlift, okay? Let's say you're deadlifting, conventional, okay? And you're doing like 200 pounds. You're doing 200 pounds and you want to go up to 220. Okay, but you're stuck, you can't. You're just 200 pounds, okay? And then you have the idea of switching the conventional to sumo, okay? And then you do sumo and you're still stuck at 200. Why? Because each way has its own advantages and disadvantages. Let's say like the hard and easy part of each way. Let's say the sumo, in the sumo you have trouble lifting the weight, but it's easier at lockout, right? In conventional, it's the other way around. It's harder at lockout, but it's easier to get it off the ground, okay? It's the exact same thing. Both have their sticking points, their hard parts that you have to actually overcome, and then you'll reach the goal. You can't just change the way and expect it to fix the problem to get fixed by itself, okay? Now, if you need help by this, especially the last layer of fat, the stubborn belly fat, it's actually pretty hard to do it by yourself if you haven't already. So instead of wasting time, you can get on a call with me. Link is in the description below, and we can talk about it and chat about it and see where you are, where you want to be, if it's doable, and if only if we're a great fit, we can even work together. But I must warn you, I can't work with everybody. I don't take on everybody. We must really be a great fit, because as I said, I don't want to drop my success rate. Okay, so that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you really loved it. Make sure you like the video, you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.